Hi, vlog. Okay. I don't know how to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Brittany. This is a story time. Story time with a mukbang because we're hungry. Hungry as fuck. I'm probably gonna like start eating first and then I'm about to pass the fuck out.
I haven't eaten since lunch.
Show them what you got.
I got Chipotle. I got fucking, what is it called? Lettuce,
I got
cheese, queso, steak,
rice,
rice, and beans. White rice and pinto beans. Oh my god. That was
You got
scary.
steak? Is your steak good?
Yeah, I think it is.
You always get steak or you?
I always get steak.
Okay. So, I got Chipotle as well. Well, Avi. But I got white rice, pinto beans, chicken, pico, sour cream, lettuce, cheese, and guac.
Cream.
I'm so hungry. I've been hungry all day. I had McDonald's this morning and did not do it.
Really? I really fucking love McDonald's.
Lately, I've been liking McDonald's.
Me too.
I like literally always get the Big Mac.
I only go for breakfast. It's like my favorite thing. I get the fucking pancake thing.
Big breakfast?
The grill. Oh, this is so good. I'm so glad you chose here.
I'm not mad. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It wasn't a miss this time. I think this one, the one in Hutto, is way better than the one in Fugalo.
Right? That's because it's new. They have to have a good rep. So good. I feel healthy when I eat this.
Cause you get like rice and like a meat and lettuce.
It's like everything that you need except it's like you get a grain, a protein, a vegetable.
Everything. I know I'm gonna feel bloated as fuck though.
I'm not gonna be able to eat all day after.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So while I eat gross, let's start off. We're gonna do a story time on how we met
Oh my god.
and how we became friends.
It's been so long. I feel like we've been friends for like a long time, but like not really.
Since freshman year.
So like 4, 5, 6, 7 years? Wow.
7 years? Stop.
Oh, I was like, whoa, wait, really?
So, to start off, let's give a little background. So, we both went to the same high school. And honestly, I had no classes with her freshman year. But the reason I knew about her existence was because one of my friends had the biggest crush on her. I can't believe we're talking to her right now about our past.
I know.
Ew.
We're gonna enjoy this later, okay? In 7 more years.
Oh, and I chose to do this because we're both pregnant. Right? Can I say that loud? I don't know if you're like want to tell people.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay. Because I want to post this.
Okay. Post it, girl.
So we're both pregnant right now?
Like, literally, like, the same amount, like, time along. Like,
We're
when's
like
your
5
due?
days apart.
August 2nd? But that's my cousin's birthday. I'm due August 5th.
3 days apart. Yeah.
That's
So
so
we're
crazy.
literally both, like, she's my best friend, so we're both pregnant. So I was like, we should do a story time mukbang where we, like, met and, like, something crazy that happened to us, which brought us together. So, yeah. So my best friend liked her. Not my best friend, but one of my friends.
A guy we both know.
Yeah. And so I was like, cute, but he made it seem like they were like already close. And I was like, okay. I was like, so y'all
He was
are
cool though.
together.
He was really cool. No, he was really cool.
But I thought they were like a thing, but they weren't. He just liked her a lot. But he made it seem like she liked him too. So I was like, cool. And I
don't really like girls in my school.
I didn't like anybody. I didn't have any girlfriends. All my friends were guys.
Me too. And they were older than me. I always had my brother's friends.
9 were older than me, but mine were drug addicts.
Mine too.
Okay, but the reason I even wanted to talk to her was because they were like, oh yeah, Katie smokes weed and she drinks. She brings alcohol to school. And they were like, show me her like with her mom chugging alcohol. So I was like, damn, that's dope. I feel like I could be friends with her because I don't know anybody at the school who smoke weed. And if they do,
and girls didn't. In freshman year, they didn't.
No, they didn't. They started smoking junior year.
Exactly.
They knew.
And
they've been
on that
like,
shit.
no, sit down. I started off with Reggie.
Yeah.
You don't get to say you started if you didn't start off with Reggie. And out of a water bottle.
Exactly. Or an apple. I always
like,
did an
I
apple.
started with the cart. Like, no, bitch,
Shut
sit
up.
down. Are we annoying? I just hate people that are like that. I'm sorry. If you're like that, I'm sorry, but we can't smoke together.
We were just built different. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I want to be friends with her because I want a girl smoking buddy. I only smoke with boys. So you didn't even know about me, did you? Not yet.
No, I did because of who your boyfriend was.
Okay, so you just knew my existence, but you never like thought of me.
No, I didn't know. Like, I don't know.
But no, I wasn't dating anyone at the time.
Really?
In the beginning of the school year?
Yeah.
I wasn't dating anyone.
Oh, then maybe I didn't know
That's
you.
on the second semester.
Well, maybe I didn't know you.
But the first semester,
Oh, see, I'm pretty sure
the first semester, I went up to her.
Oh my God.
I was in band.
I remember her band
And
uniform,
you had
bro.
friends in band. I think you
Yeah.
had 2 friends in band.
Shelby was in band.
Yeah, so you were like sitting there talking to them, and I knew of you because of my friend, and they were like, that's Katie. And I was like, oh, let me go introduce myself. Me trying to make friends. And I was like, hey, Katie. I was like, you were so... Oh, I said his name. I'm going to cut that out. You and blah, blah, blah are so cute.
Make up a name.
You were just like, thanks.
My unsocial ass.
All she said
My
was
Taurus ass.
I was like, okay. I was like, she likes me. But no. I was like, okay, she didn't want to talk. But it's fine. Like, I know her now. We're friends now. And then every time she would, like, hang out with one of my friends, I'd be like, hey, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd be like, hi. Every time. So I would see you with, Tony.
Yeah. Remember when we hung out with him? And... Oh, wait. Didn't he take us somewhere after school?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That day? That same day?
Who? No.
No?
You went and I saw you walking to CVS.
I know, but when was that one time that we went to Pluckers? With that was...
Oh, that was the one we went to.
Yeah, I know. That's the same day, but we went with what's his face?
That wasn't the same day.
Oh. It wasn't? No, it was. I have
With
pictures.
Ashton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same day. I thought you meant the football game.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, we're on the same page now. Sorry. Continue.
So that's how I knew of her. I thought she was cool, even though I knew she didn't like me.
This bitch. I
and
was
then-
unsocial, okay? I only had like 2 friends. I don't like making friends. I
But
just don't like people.
we never hung out though. I just said hi to you in the hallway.
Yeah, I'd always say hi to you in the hallway.
And then that was like the freshman year, and we were like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, I had a class with this bitch. Chemistry?
Chemistry.
And
Hey, we got
I said,
chemistry.
hey, I know, right? But we didn't even talk that much either. We were just
Well,
like,
yeah, because we got moved to sit by each other, so we kind of did.
oh yeah. And then I was like, hey, Katie, you're in this class, cool, whatever. And we both had boyfriends at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Ew. And so I like knew of her, she knew of me. We'd say hi to each other, talk to each other about our boyfriends.
Yeah.
And then, bro, guess what? We both got fucking cheated on at the same time. Like we were.
Why is
both,
our life like this? Why we do things at the same time?
We're built together. That is true.
Right?
That is so crazy. We're aligned.
That's awesome, though.
But yeah, we both got cheated on. Not by the same guy, but like we
no.
were both in relationships. And they both did like some slimy shit to us.
Basically.
And we would both come to class depressed as fuck, like crying.
Oh my god, yeah.
Having mental breakdowns. And we would just sit there rant about how men suck. We still do that.
We still do that.
I hate us. Okay. And then, so what else happened after that? Oh yeah, so that was like our sophomore year. And that's how we kind of became more close. Like we would talk all the time. Yeah.
We did this junior year, right? The end of sophomore year? Yeah, because I moved at the end of sophomore year because we moved and I had to go to a different school. And my boyfriend broke up. Well, I got cheated on, and so I was just like, fuck it, I'll move school.
Bro, you gave him a whole nother chance, I thought. I did too.
Yeah, I did.
And then it just didn't go right.
Yeah, it didn't go right. Don't give men chances. I'm sorry. Especially if you're in high school. They don't change. They're little boys.
They don't change. They want you to think they do, though.
But yeah, I remember I moved and I got in trouble, bro. I got in trouble that day. I remember because my mom dropped me off at the school at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
And where?
Oh wait, let's start off with like the part where like, so we hadn't talked in a while. And then you moved like second semester, right? You moved to Georgetown?
Yeah.
So she moved second semester, so I didn't talk to her for like the rest of the school year. But I remember since like I just got cheated on and she got cheated on, she left like right away, right? You left like 2 weeks or like a month after.
I think it was like a month after I got cheated on. Because we already lived there and my mom wanted me to go there anyways, and I was like, fuck it. There's no really reason to stay here. Because I only had like 2 friends.
I was towards the end of the year. And I remember, I was like, I've always wanted to do acid. I did shrooms my freshman year. So I was like, I want to do acid so bad. And I got cheated on, which is probably not the best time to fucking do acid.
You know, we were
but I was like, fuck it. Because like the guy I was with at the time, he always told me like, you can't do acid. You shouldn't do acid. You're not like strong-minded enough. And I was like, hell no, ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm not strong-minded enough. So I fucking went out my way. I found a plug.
I was saying, the first time was it because you got it by yourself?
Yeah, I got it by myself. I got it from someone, and we paid like $20 together, so $10 each. And then what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so then after that, I remember I texted her randomly one day and I was like, hey, do you want to do acid with me at the end of the school year, like at the end of the day on the last day? And she was like, I'm down. And ever since then, bro, she's been my down bitch. Like, I can ask her to do anything. I'll be like, hey, you want to go like snort a line? And she's like, I'm down. Like, she's just always been like that. So I was like, bet. Like, we had not talked in so long. We barely even like hung out. We never hung out.
We slide up on each other's stories.
Yeah, but we never hung out with each other like outside of school. And like and I was just like, you want to do acid with me on the last day? And she was like, yeah. So she came.
I remember when you asked me that, and I was like,
I'm surprised you said yes.
No, I literally like took like I wanted to like research it a little bit, and I was like, I wonder what it's like, or like not what it's like, but like what it does and everything. So I like low-key researched it for a little bit, and I was like, okay, yeah, that didn't sound that bad. Well, I'm down to do that. And I didn't know anyone else that would ever be down to do that. Yeah.
I couldn't ask anybody else.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do it with the guy either.
Oh no. That was my first drug. Well, besides weed, but that's not a drug. Not to me.
At least it was a psychedelic.
Yeah.
But okay, so she met up with me on the last day of school. It was a half day.
It was a half day. My mom dropped me off at the school. And then I went inside the school. I was wearing shorts and a tank top. Because it was summer. It was like hot as fuck. And we were going to walk to your house. And I was like, so I wore that. And then fucking that one principal that nobody fucking liked. He was like, why are you wearing that? And I was like, and then like someone that I was with that was talking to me because they hadn't seen me in a long time while I was trying to find you. And they were like, oh, she doesn't even go to school here. And and then he was like, you don't go to school here? yeah, I'm gonna need you to come with me. And then they took me to the rent-a-cop that fucking goes to the school and was like, and they were like, why are you here? And I was like, I used to go here like not that long ago. I was trying to hang out with some friends. That's all. And I remember I had like a vape and vape juice in my bag.
Banana shit.
And like at school.
Like zero Nate. Yeah, zero Nate. I asked my mom if you
I
put 20
fucking
in my
hate
car.
it.
And you know, like I had like a lot of things.
you did
because
have a
I had
vape.
my backpack and everything, and like the freaking teacher or the principal that got me in trouble, he was like, why are you trying to act like you go to school here? And I was like, I wasn't. I'm literally gonna spend the night at a friend's house. This is why I have the backpack. Like I don't know what, like I literally went to school here like a month ago. Like I don't know what you want me to say.
Don't act brand new like y'all don't know me.
Exactly. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then I went to the rent-a-cop and he was like, I'm gonna need you to sign this paper saying that you'll never step foot on this property again. And I was like,
Goes to school then the next year.
I know. And then we got situated or whatever, and I was so annoyed. And then I walked to the CVS.
And I met her there. And she told me all the tea, and I was like, what the fuck? And then she got her friend to take us to Starbucks and drop us off at my house.
Oh, yeah.
Which was nice, because I did not want to walk. It was so hot that day.
Mm-hmm. Fucking summer. Ugh.
And then we got to my house, and literally no one was home, so we had to wait outside.
We were locked outside her house for a while.
I was like, I'm so sorry. And then our friend came to pick us up, and we went to go to Pluggers.
Oh, it was good, too.
It was so good. We went to Pluggers, and then we went to
We went to 5 and Below, right?
Home Depot.
Home Depot?
I think so.
Oh.
And Five Below, I think. Yeah, I think we went to both.
Okay. That makes sense.
Something. We bought stuff, though. I bought a little plant.
I remember you buying a little plant.
And some, like, little colorful light, because I thought it would be cool if we tripped with it.
Yeah.
And I was excited to do acid. Like, so excited.
I was too. I didn't think I'd ever do it.
I didn't know what it felt like ever. So, and I was like, I loved like how shrooms did me. So I was like, this is gonna be so fun.
Yeah. So it's like shrooms are so different than acid.
So then, after we did that, we went back to my house. And we waited till my mom went to bed.
Yes.
She didn't go to bed till like 10:30, 11.
But I feel about late that late.
It was 11:30, right? Like 12.
And you were like,
almost.
she usually don't go to bed this late.
I know. It was like a Friday though, so I think she was late. Was it I don't know what it was.
I don't know. I just know it was the last day of school. I'm full now.
And so yeah, we waited till everyone in my house went to sleep. And we did it at my house.
Bro, remember your bunny? Oh my god.
It's so funny because like you have the least strict parents ever.
I know, we did this
And we did this at my house.
But we were in Hutto, that's why, because I didn't live in Hutto.
Oh no.
That's funny though.
I regret it.
I regret it too. But you know,
I didn't
it's
know
okay.
it was gonna go like that though.
I didn't either.
We'll get into it, guys. You will know why we were saying this.
I
But
didn't. I felt like awful, to be honest. I felt so awful after.
I know I did too. I felt like a fucking disgrace.
No, I felt like awful to you. Like I was like, I felt like, oh, I was a shitty friend, bro.
I was pretty mad, but I was like, she's cool.
It's just cool.
Let's just start with like, oh, okay, so we finally take the tabs. We only did one tab each, right?
Yes.
And I remember like, I don't know why, but it kicked in kind of right away for me. Like after 30 minutes, I was like,
I think you did. I think you said it did kick in fast for you.
I was already like, whoa. At first it was just like trippy. Like I kept seeing like colorful lights and like, I didn't really get visuals, but everything just looked so pretty and vivid.
Yeah, it looked like I was in a cartoon.
And everything was funny. Your hand is melting on mine. I don't know why, but I was laughing at fucking everything. I remember just like going and falling into a loop though. There were so many like different parts of the acid trip. A lot of the time though, we didn't even talk.
Yeah, I kind of forgot you were there.
I forgot you were
because
my
I was
own
like,
team.
yeah, I was definitely so in my head. And then I get out of my head and be like, I want to talk to someone. But then like didn't realize that you were there. I don't know.
But it just won't read. It just won't read. No, yeah.
You know?
Right? I think it's because we didn't know each other that well.
Maybe.
But you would, like, be on the phone talking to someone. And I would, like, go play with my bunny. And I really thought I could, like, hear her thoughts.
Bro, your bunny looked freaky, low-key.
Really?
Because his eyes were so
Like, popping out.
huge. I was like,
wasn't
is this what your
petting it.
bunny normally looks like?
I
Because
really
his eyes were, like, bugged as fuck. He was cute, though.
He was, but I felt like he was, like, scared. Like, I feel like I could understand him. Like, she was really, like, she looked at me like I was crazy. Like, I was sitting there, like, petting her, and I was like, I get it. I fucking get you now. Like, I understood her. Like, I felt her. It was weird. I really thought we connected. And I was just, like, sitting there holding her. I think when I got, like, it was just a good trip overall. I feel like I learned how to love myself because I was very, like, insecure at the time because I was, like, in a heartbreak. So cute. How come I'm so mean to myself? I'm always mean to myself. Like, I don't know. I just think I'm really... So I was, like, learning about myself, and I was, like, having these thoughts about myself, and I was like, wow, I didn't look at myself through, like, a third perspective. Like, I always just see me in the mirror, but I never think of me as, like, a different person, like, what I look like to others.
Yeah.
Or how I act around others. I was like, okay, I kind of like myself.
Like
and that's kind of, like, why I loved acid the first time, because it just, like, brought me, like, deeper within myself. But I remember falling into, like, this loop where I was, like, looking in the mirror, and I thought, like, the mirror was trapping me. Or, like, my phone. I literally turned my phone off because I was, like, looking at my phone, like, taking videos. I have so many videos.
There's so many videos at that time.
But then I was like, bro, I'm, like, not living in the moment. I'm, like, catching these, like, little captures of me, and I'm not in the moment. And I was like, bro, this is how we get trapped. And I started, like, freaking myself out. And I was like, oh, shit. And I have a video, too, where I'm, like, I was, like, on my phone, and I was, like, talking to myself, and then I hear Katie say, what? And I was like, oh, I forgot you were here. I forgot you were in my room. I literally forgot she was there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of forgot you were there, too.
Like,
and then I'd, like, look around and be like, oh, this is not my room, really.
I
Where
know.
the fuck am I at?
And I was, like, on the ground. You were on the bed.
And then I think we switched at a moment.
I think we
And then
did.
when I got on the ground and you were on the bed.
Yeah. It was just a lot. I don't know even. I drew a lot of cool shit, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was really cool.
See, I wish I was artsy. I feel like I'm not artsy ever. And so I don't know what to draw. But I like, I feel like I see visuals in my head. You know? But I can't draw them because I'm like, that's not how that looks.
It's weird, though, because, like, I didn't even, like, think of it and draw it, like, how I usually do. It was, like, already on there, and I was just tracing it, because I was just, like, tripping. So I was, like, the paper was, like, tripping. I just, like, outlined the trip. I don't know. It became badass, though.
I remember you showing me them. They're cool as fuck.
I remember
now.
I was, like, texting people. I was like, why is everyone asleep?
Bro, I remember that, too. And one person answered me, and I was like, you're awake? And he was, like, one of my friends, like, really close friends. And I was like, bro, I'm tripping on acid. And he was like...
I know, everyone I texted, I was like, I'm on acid right now.
I know, right? Ew, I'm annoying. That's annoying.
I know, but when people tell me they're on acid, I'm like, oh my god, how is it?
That's what I do. I'm like, I hope you have a great trip, bro.
But I remember I told someone I was on acid, and they sent me a scary ass picture. I was like, why would you do that? Like, thanks. You just sent me, like, back a little. I don't know. Other than us just tripping in my room, I think it was a pretty good trip.
Oh, yeah.
But then,
I think we were trying to go to bed, right? Or we fell asleep?
I just remember, from my perspective, I just remember I was, like, already tired. I was like, this trip's kind of, like, it's already the, like, fall down on our trip. Like, we already had our peak. And, like, I literally cried during my peak because I was, like, I already found myself. You know, I did the whole spiritual shit. Like, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go to bed. I got what I wanted out of this.
Right.
And I went to go lay down next to you. And I was just, like, really, I was really tired. I was, like, gonna close my eyes. And I just remember I had the worst headache. Like, I was just like, oh, bro, like, why do I have such a bad headache right now?
I remember having this, like, bad feeling. Because I think I was either already asleep or, like, my eyes were just closed.
We both had our eyes closed. And we were laying on the bed already. And I think, like, our lights were off. And it was, like, 6 7 in the morning.
So, like, the sun was coming in, kind of.
Yeah, like, the sun was coming up. Barely.
Yeah.
And so... And I guess, like, the day, like, made me feel weird. I don't know. Just, like, the fact that I was up all night. I was, like, coming down. I don't know if y'all have ever done acid, but you know how you get, like, that second day where you're just like, okay, I need to sleep all day and you feel like shit? That was already coming in, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay down. And I had this such a bad headache. Like, I was like, bro, I can't. Like, I just don't feel good. And bro, oh my gosh. And then I hear Katie being like, bro, why does it look so foggy in here?
Yes, I literally remember that.
We thought we were tripping.
That's what I thought. I thought I was tripping. That's why I had to ask you. Because I was like, I don't know if I'm tripping right now or not. But it's like...
It's so foggy in here. I was like, I know. And I had such a bad headache. I was like, I'm just tripping. I'm having a bad trip. It's a headache. Like... And then all of a sudden, I, like, actually wake up and I'm like... I don't know if I, like, smelt it or what... But my fucking cabinet was on fucking fire.
Oh my God.
And let me tell you how that happened. So I lit one incense. And I had one incense with all the other incense in a little jar. And I thought that one incense would just, like, go out. But it didn't go out. It, like, lit all the other incense. And I had, like, 500 incense in a little jar. They were all next to each other. But I thought it would go out. But it lit all of them. And they were, like, falling over in the ash and everything. And it was, like, literally a whole, like, Apache house. It smelled like I was doing a satanic ritual or some cleanse. I don't know. I was like, no wonder I have a headache. It's literally incense. Like, a million incense just, like, burning right now. And my cabinet was on fire. I literally grabbed a shirt and I was like...
Did you throw them outside your window or something? Or did you put them in water?
We went out. Okay, this is the scariest part.
I just remember we were near... Oh, we opened your window because it was foggy as fuck.
We opened my window, and that's where I fucked up. Because when we open our windows in my house, it goes... Dee-dee-dee-dee, like the alarm goes off. So, it's 7 in the morning. My cabinet's on fire. All of a sudden, my headache went away and my trip came back. Like, I was no longer in the sleep mode. I was, like, tripping balls. I was, like, back to the beginning. Like, this was my peak.
Yeah.
Like, it started over. And so, I opened the fucking curtains.
I had bad anxiety at that time.
Me too. Mine was,
like,
bro,
bad.
I've never had anxiety this bad. Like, I get anxiety from, like, I used to get anxiety from smoking weed and stuff. But an acid anxiety attack.
Oh my God, it's not it.
And my mom didn't even know I smoked weed at the time. So imagine acid. LSD, bro. Like, I was already freaking. My mom's really strict. So, I fucking opened the window and I just knew I fucked up. And, like, it's crazy. Because as soon as I remember this so vividly. I remember I opened the window and as soon as I looked outside, everything was cartoons.
Oh yeah,
like, I literally looked outside of my window and my car and everything. Like, it looked like and it looked like I don't know if y'all watch Chance the Rapper, but he has like a Chance the Rapper video where like everything's like cartoonish and it looks like acid. It literally looked like that Chance the Rapper video, and I was like freaking out. And then I knew since like the alarm went off, my mom called me. And I hadn't talked to even Katie in like the last 3 hours, so I didn't know how to speak. So I was like,
you're like, my mom's calling me, and I was like,
I answered it because I didn't want her to come to my room.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, hello, like fucking freaking out. She was like, Brittany, why is the alarm going off and why does it smell like that? And I was like, my incense were burning. And she was like, what? Are y'all smoking? And that's when I got paranoid because I already felt like, okay, I'm about to get in trouble. So I was like, no, my incense are burning. I just remember sounding so dumb. Like, I was like, and I just, like, hung up, and I was like, we need to get the fuck out of here. My mom's about to come check on us. So we ran downstairs. I grabbed the incense. We run downstairs, and I go and set it outside. Like,
okay.
So we're outside already. I go and get my key. I lock the door. And I'm like, what the fuck do we do? Because I don't want to be here right now. And I was like, what do we... Because you don't live in Huttos.
No,
I was like, and we didn't have cars.
No, we were
children.
We were children.
So I was like, what do we do? I'm freaking out. And we were outside, bro, and I just remember all my letters that my mom was like ranting, like, where the fuck are you? Because we were like by the side of my house.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, and everything was just waving, and I was just like freaking the fuck out, and it was just like not it. And my cabinet was literally on fire. It was literally black. I was like sitting there with the shirt.
Like, oh my god.
At least I was like
at least
there,
like you were still there to be like, oh shit, a fire. Fire is not good.
I know.
We don't like fire.
Oh my god, bro, I can't believe this happened to us at such
Oh
a... I was 16. Keep in mind, I was 16, guys. Usually I hear people say they barely start smoking weed at 16.
That's what
we
I'm
were
saying.
on acid.
I was on acid. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. And then so, literally... What did we do after? Oh yeah. So then she texted her friend that was right behind us, and I'm surprised she was awake. She was like, "I'm a morning bird.
Yeah,
like I like to be up early."
And I was
get
like, "You're up?" Because I remember I texted her that night and she was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as she woke up, she texted me, and I already seen her message. And I was like,
she
"Oh
lived
shit,
right behind me, like literally right behind
her."
me.
And I was like, "Wow."
So I was like, "Let's walk to her house." So
And
we
were
walked.
like, okay.
And I just remember on the way there, I looked at Katie, and she looked like such a different person. I actually got scared of her.
Bro, I got scared of you this one
I
time.
was like, "You're
when
scary."
I was in the shower, bro, I like saw your face or something.
Yes,
and I was like,
you were like
who
more
is that bitch?
And you were like a character, like you looked like a cartoon. I was
no,
like,
you look like a.
I was like, I can't look at her. I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna walk straight. That's my only mission was to get to this girl's house. And so we went to this girl's house. I don't even know. I just walked in. I was like, "Hi, I know you. I've seen you. You're my neighbor." And I went and laid on her bed.
Was hot as fuck, and then I got cold as fuck. And like my body temperature was like literally, cause like I was hot as fuck, and then I think her room was cold as fuck, right? Cause she had like something like some kind of AC or something in her room, but the rest of her house was hot as fuck.
No, it was hot.
And then I remember I got cold as fuck, and then I took a shower for like
when did you go take a shower?
I don't fucking know.
I don't remember you going. I remember we got there and you went straight to the shower.
No, I don't think so. I was in the room for a little bit.
Oh no, we walked around her house for a little bit and talked a little bit, and then she was like, "Y'all are crazy. Y'all are tripping on acid."
Yeah.
And I just remember being like, "Ew, dude, like this isn't crazy. Like this isn't cool." Like I was so mad at myself at the time. I was like, "This is not fun. This is not it.
This
like I don't want to be in this position." Like she was making it a joke the whole time, and I was like, "I'm not joking."
Like this
I
is
was like,
scary
I'm
right
freaking
now.
out. And I was like, wow, she went to shower. I remember I went to go use the restroom and the fucking walls were dripping. And I was just sitting there contemplating life. And then I went back to her room, a place that I don't even know. And I just felt like energy and I just felt like pins and needles. Like I felt like I was getting stabbed a million times in my back. And like my heart started hurting. And that's what scared me the most. My heart was hurting. So I was like, am I gonna fucking die? Because I've heard people have bad acid trips, and that's why they always told me my mind wasn't big enough. Like my ex, he would always tell me, "Oh, you're not ready," and I was like, "He's right. I'm not fucking ready." I was freaking out. Like I literally felt like I was gonna die. Like I sat there and I was like, "I'm ready. I'm ready to die." Like I deserve it. I don't deserve anything nice to me. I deserve to get cheated on. I just hated myself so much. I went from like I love myself to like I fucking hate myself. I want to die. And the scariest part was my mom was like, she was texting me like freaking out, and she was like on her way to work, and she texts me and she goes, "I don't believe that you're there. You need to come outside and prove to me that you're behind." And I was like, okay. So I literally go outside and I'm like tripping balls still, and I'm just like I wave her, and I'm pretty sure she goes like, "Come here," and I was just like and she's just looking at me like through the window. I'm like, "Bye," and I walk back inside. I'm like, I'm here. It's fine.
I'm safe.
And I just stayed on the bed while you were showering, and I came in like an hour later.
2 hours or something. I felt like I showered forever. I remember in the shower there's like
you got wrinkly. That's how long.
Bro,
you were there.
I know. I remember looking at my skin and being like, "Bro, what's happening to me right now?"
Ew.
Oh, I literally didn't I didn't understand the concept of being in the shower so long that like my hands were gonna get wrinkly or whatever, right? But I remember being in the shower and seeing like the tiles and stuff like that, and they were like all like melting and shit like that, and I was like, is this normal? Is it because the shower's really hot? And I was like, so like I don't know. And then I remember like because I sat down because it was like a bathtub, and so I sat down and I remember looking at my toes and I felt like my toes were growing, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? And like they were like long, like they were like stretching or something, and I was like, I don't know what's happening to me right now. And I was like, why is my body changing right now? I don't understand.
Ew.
And then, I remember I finally got out of the shower.
I'm
like
so
forever. I know, I'm full.
You were there for a long time.
I know. I remember I called my sister though. I remember my sister came.
I just remember.
She said I was talking about my grandma, and I was like, what? I don't remember talking about my grandma.
I did not vibe. I felt like I wasn't like on the vibe because y'all were like jamming out to music, and I was like still like so mad at myself. Like I was just like not there. I just like literally wanted to kill myself.
I remember you were in the room though, and you came in while we were jamming, and your face looked so scary, and I was like,
probably because you felt the fear in me.
I was like, oh my god, why does her face look scary like that? And then I'm pretty sure I just like closed the shower curtain back.
No, yeah, you were like,
and
then,
I was like, hey, and then I was like, oh.
And I didn't even know the girl you were friends with that well, so I was just like. And then I remember I was like, hey Katie, I need to go back home. Do you think you can come back with me? Like I have to go. My dad's home and he's like asking me to come home. And she was just like, my sister's picking me up.
I remember because I had to call my sister because I was like, well, I have to get home and I can't stay here. And I was just like, oh,
I was
she
like,
said.
I wish I could call my sister.
I know. And I think I remember. I think I had the feeling that like we were both gonna get in trouble.
I had that feeling
And then I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't know when she's gonna
go.
Alone. Oh, I feel so bad. See, that's why I felt like a shitty friend at the end. I was like, damn.
And I came home. I remember I walked home, still tripping, and my sister asked me if I was okay or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I slept the whole day.
I slept the whole day after I
woke up at 4 p.m. and I remember my dad was like, oh, like trying to talk to me about like what happened, and I was just like, I don't know. I just know I watched Coco, the movie Coco, and I cried. Like I bawled my eyes out. And when my mom got home, bro, I cried to her. I went up to her and I was like, I'm sorry for being such a bad kid sometimes. And I was like, I love you. I just had so much love, and I was so hurt, and I don't know, it was just like a lot. I felt like it was a lot. It sounds like it's not crazy, but bro, like the feeling that I had, like while that was happening, I never felt like that in my life. And like I know acid paranoia is so much different than me being high, because I don't give a fuck if you catch me smoking.
No, yeah.
But if you catch me on acid, I'm like in my element. I'm like my like little soul. Like at this point, it's not Brittany, it's my soul.
Yeah.
So I'm like, don't mess with me, please. I'm scared. I'm scared.
I'm sure, bro.
I feel vulnerable when I'm on acid because my mind is just like so easily like attacked.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was a crazy experience.
It was a crazy experience.
And that's how we got closer. But actually, whenever she left, I never saw her again for a whole year.
Yeah, that's because I moved to Alaska.
And when she moved to Alaska, literally you moved to Alaska the next week.
Yep.
And she took my left
Oh
Converse.
my god.
She took my left Converse.
I literally had 2 left shoes.
And I had 2 right shoes.
Because my sister picked me up and I was like, hey, I need to get my stuff. And so I came
I
and got
was
my
so
stuff.
tired.
And I'm pretty sure she already fell asleep. And she was like dead to the world. So she packed my shit and then she gave me 2 left Converse. And I didn't notice until I got home.
She like, yeah, no, I was so tired. I remember I woke up and you're like, hey, I need to come get my stuff. And I was like, oh, I was like, here. And I gave her like her little bag. And then whenever, we never even said anything. I just remember I tried putting my shoes on and I was like, wait. And then I texted her and she was already gone. But that's why like a whole week later. And I was like, bro. And we didn't even talk about our experience. We didn't talk about the trauma.
Not until we became friends again.
Yeah, and
like
I met her again. Oh, we didn't have junior year together.
No.
I didn't see her till senior year.
And I came back to school and I was like
Brittany. I was like, Katie? And she was like, Brittany?
I was like,
and
hey.
we were like, hey. And we became best friends and we smoked every morning. And ever since then, we've just been at it.
Yeah.
But that's how our friendship started. We did acid together when we didn't know each other.
When we barely knew each other.
We never hung out before.
Like, I just knew she was fucking cool because she smoked weed too, and we were young, and nobody else did that. Because I always got hated on for being like, oh, I smoke weed.
Girl.
Yeah, a stoner person. And I was
like, you're not going to end up anywhere in life. You just want to be like the little punk boys or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not what I'm trying. I don't think this was cool.
I was like, I never did this to be cool.
This is just a thing I do because to pass time. It's what I do to hang out with my friends.
It was just like, at the time, I was just like curious, so I wanted to try it, and then I loved the way I felt.
Exactly.
Even though I got anxiety, I only got anxiety around my mom because she's scary, but it just like
I remember getting anxiety.
I don't know. When I first started smoking weed, you know how everyone has like a different high in the beginning, like when they first start. When I first started smoking weed, I felt like everything was a movie. Like, I would close my eyes and it'd be like a next scene. Like, close my eyes. And I remember I would like fall asleep like this. And I'd be like, bro, I'm dreaming. And people were like, what? And I'd be like, I'm fucking dreaming, bro. This is a dream.
Oh my god.
And they'd be like, are you okay? Yeah, that bitch. That was weird. But yeah, that's our story. That's our story. How we met, how we became friends. Now we're both pregnant. We don't do acid anymore.
No.
We don't do drugs anymore.
No.
So yeah, that's why we're telling it, because I think one day
we'll have to do the next time we did another drug. Another mukbang later. The next drug we did.
Our second acid trip sucked ass.
Oh, it did.
I hated that.
It was sketchy as
It was
fuck.
so sketchy. I would never do that again.
And I tried not to like act sketch because our friend was like, it was her first time and she was excited. So I wanted to be excited.
But I just knew it wasn't supposed to feel like this.
Yeah.
So I was already like, we're not like.
And when we went outside and you could hear the sirens because we were like near Austin. And there's fucking sirens and the cars passing. We're just sus.
I feel like I felt more calm because like we smoked and we drank a little.
Oh, I didn't drink.
But the first time, bro, we didn't smoke at all.
Oh, me and you? Yeah, I know.
We didn't smoke at all.
We couldn't.
Yeah, we couldn't. Like, we didn't.
Carts really weren't a thing, I don't think.
No, carts weren't a thing. The only type of like dab tool, they had a dab tool back then.
Like a real dab pen.
Yeah, like you have to put dab in it and it heats up and then you smoke it. Or we had the like little, like you put weed inside a little vaporizer, it heats up and you can smoke the weed out of the vaporizer. But there was no cars.
We didn't have that.
Not freshman year.
No.
Or sophomore even.
Year. Yeah.
It didn't start coming up till junior year. Junior year.
And I wasn't even here. I didn't know.
I was on that shit junior year. I thought I liked cards back then, and now I'm like, well, they're not bad.
They're not bad, but I'd rather smoke a blunt.
I'd rather smoke a blunt.
100%.
But yeah, I just love that. That's like our little story.
I love that too, because like I feel like not many people don't have a story like that, just because like.
And I feel like
we barely knew exactly.
Because we like went to that deep level right away.
Right away.
Like it wasn't like.
Fake talk, yeah.
Like, yeah, I like straight up just was like, okay, like this is. We saw each other as our most vulnerable, and like I think that's what made us close.
Besties now.
We were both like super heartbroken, so I felt like we had a lot of emotion, a lot of stored up like feelings
that we both needed to like get out and like learn about and like experience.
It was fun though.
I think maybe that's why we didn't talk.
Yeah,
because we were both kind of like heartbroken.
But I feel like we talked the whole time like in our heads.
Yeah.
I feel like I just knew how you felt.
Yeah.
Like I didn't need to ask. Like I just knew where you were and I knew how I was. And that's what I've always loved about our relationship as well. Is because we don't have to talk every day.
That too.
We don't have.
Some people get mad that you don't talk to them every day.
Bro, I hate
and I'm
that
like,
shit.
I am busy.
Right?
Or sometimes I just don't feel like talking.
Or sometimes I just don't see it and I'm like, oh shit. But not just that, but I like our relationship because I feel like not only we don't have to hang out with each other every day, we don't have to talk to each other every day, but even like just us sitting in a room together, I feel like
us doing errands.
Yeah, like we just know, like,
yeah.
I don't know, I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable, Randy.
Very comfortable.
And now we're both pregnant, and we're literally 3 days apart or 5 days apart, like at most. At most. So you're gonna give birth probably the same week as me.
Probably.
Or we all will.
Not
even
a
question.
That's weird. Oh my god, I can't believe we're pregnant.
Weird. And our baby's gonna grow up together, and they're gonna
be
watch this video.
besties.
Well, I'm not gonna let her watch this video
until she's like
18.
A lot. Yeah.
But I mean,
we go like go and ask your auntie.
at least we can like tell our kid, like give our kid advice, because like, you know, I would love to ask my mom like what acid did to her. I don't know.
No, I get that. Just to be like, hey, here are precautions. Like I had my brother, but he never talked to me about like drugs. He always talked to me about weed and stuff like that. Like he didn't ever talk to me until like probably last year. He started knowing that I did other drugs. Not
really?
Last year.
Like 2 years ago.
2 years
like
ago.
Senior year. Yeah, I remember psychedelics was a good era for me. I feel like that was really like when I was really hippie-ish, and I love that vibe. And then I got into narcotics, and that's not so fun. Actually, it is, but
No,
I
it
got
is
too
fun,
much.
but
I did too much of it.
too much is not fun.
Yeah, I think like once it starts controlling you, that's when you have to step back and be like, okay, I have a problem.
Yeah.
And I tell everyone this, but I feel like now that I'm pregnant, because I have not had a break from smoking or like drinking or from anything in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I know,
I've
literally.
been going hard since freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Like acid, shrooms, DMT, coke, Xanax, weed, like I don't know, just everything. I was like, I need to fucking, like, I can't believe I did that for 5 years. So now that I'm pregnant, I'm like, you saved my life, because I feel like God told me multiple times, like, you need to stop. And I've had that sign, but I just didn't.
You didn't want to.
And he was either like, you die or you get pregnant and you become a mom and have to deal with life. So
Yeah.
here I am.
Not
dead. At least I'm not dead. I get to experience life a little longer.
Yeah.
And I have
With
good
the little
advice.
one, yeah.
My bestie now.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our story. I think that's it.
It was a good story.
It was a good story.
Good,
I got hyped
good.
for it. Okay. That's our story. We're gonna go shopping now.